What's up, guys? It is Jared. Um, this is just a video. I went to see SmackDown last night at the TD Bank North Garden in Boston, and to my surprise, there was a lot more bigger superstars that were there than I expected. I didn't expect to see John Cena. I actually saw him in action because I thought he was on Raw. 'Cause when I stopped watching wrestling, like I said, I just got back into it in the last couple months, and I haven't even really kept that good of a haven't even really watched it that much, like to even know what's everything is going on. But when I stopped watching wrestling, there was basically it was SmackDown and then there was Raw, and they had different superstars, and it was a battle for who put on the better show, basically. And most of the time, I think it was Raw as much as I wanted SmackDown too. Thought it was SmackDown, so I went into this thinking that I'd get the welfare of wrestling kind of. But it wasn't the case. I actually got to see Triple H. He didn't really wrestle, but he talked a little bit. And got to see AJ Lee, which is hot. Dolph Ziggler versus Chris Jericho. And Ziggler ended up winning. But I saw Biggie Langston, saw Kane. I didn't see The Undertaker, which Undertaker would have been cool, but I saw him before. It's funny, the one that I went to, I think it was in 2006, was at the Mass Mutual Center, which I'm not sure if it was called the Fleet Center back then. Mass Mutual, I don't know, whatever. But when I was there, I don't think they had TVs. I was expecting, always look at the TV and I'm like, oh, it looks like it's shitty. It looks like it'd be hard to see the wrestlers. But they have the TV that shows as if you're watching it on TV above, and then they have you can see the ring, and you can actually see it a lot better than I thought you could. I was up on the balcony, but I could still see it pretty well. Sure, it would have been better if I was closer, especially with this camera phone. This iPod Touch camera kind of sucks, especially when you zoom in. It's all shitty. But yeah. So it was kind of funny. Well, not really, but when I went in there first. Yeah, I also saw the Shield, and Mr. McMahon came out for a second too. But when I first went in there, the apron thing around the ring said WWE main event, and and I got there around 7:30, and then at 8 they changed it to Sunday, no, Slammin' Saturday morning or something like that. Saturday morning slam. And then at 8:30 they changed it to SmackDown, and they introduced Lillian Garcia. She came out and said, "Welcome to SmackDown," and she was like, "Oh, we got a good show tonight," and all that crap. Yeah, it was actually really cool. A lot better than the first show I went to in 2006, because that show wasn't it wasn't gonna be aired on television. It was I don't know really, but it wasn't. Yeah, they didn't tape it for airing. I don't think. Pretty sure they didn't. Because it didn't look legit. It was kind of the cheap wrestling. Although I did see The Undertaker, Batista, some other people back then too. But yeah, I saw the Great Khali too. The Big Show, Randy Orton, Sheamus. It's actually really cool. A lot better than I thought. It really was. Saw Divas fight. Forgot the Divas. But yeah, then they changed it to SmackDown at 8:30, and then it ended around 10:40. And John Cena at the end, he was like, "This is awesome. This is awesome. It's Boston, notoriously known for being one of the most dangerous cities in the United States." He was being badass, yeah, but he knows. He's from Massachusetts, so, he has to respect. It was sick, though. It was actually a lot more fun. It was a lot better than I expected. My seats could have been a little closer, but what do you expect? $40, Yeah, it was going on before I even got there. It was, full. There's a lot of people. A lot of people. But yeah, at first I was like questioning like, oh, is it gonna even be like filmed here? Because I was thinking, because it said the Saturday Morning Slam thing, and then they changed it to SmackDown, and it looked on TV, so I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be filmed. You know, you could tell because it was actually like kind of like as if you were watching on TV, except it was right there happening. You know, it was cool. It was really cool. Way better than the first time, like I said, which was SmackDown slash ECW. Way better than the first one. John Cena was dirty. I wish The Rock came. That'd be sick, but you know, I'm happy that I got John Cena and Triple H. I'm very surprised I saw either of them. But that's awesome. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised about John Cena. This is his home state, so I don't know, guys, but it was pretty sweet. It was very fun. So I got to see WrestleMania for the first time, and I got to experience a real taped show for the first time. It's pretty sweet, and it was the show right after Raw. I mean, it was a show right after what's it called? WrestleMania. So it's all good, you know. By the way, WrestleMania was pretty sweet. I think my favorite match was probably The Undertaker and CM Punk. Like I said, John Cena. I thought he would win. He did. I didn't think The Rock would win twice in a row. Just didn't feel it. You know. So yeah, it was awesome. I remember when I used to watch wrestling, when I actually didn't know it was fake. Like when I first started watching it, and like I don't even know when it was. It was, I think, in 1999, 2000, something like that, 1999. But it was awesome. And then like when I was in like fourth grade, actually I started watching it. I think when I was in the fourth grade, because I started watching after that the wrestler had died, Owen Hart. So I remember they were talking about that in school, and I wasn't watching it at that time. I think after that, I think that's when I started watching it. Like I was flipping the channels and I saw it. I thought it was pretty sweet. Actually, it might have been WCW because I think it was on like 31 or 32 or 33 or some 30 channel. But like, I didn't know it was fake. I kind of always figured because of like people, it just doesn't seem right if it was real because like people sometimes like the wrestlers, the one that's getting beat will like go up higher on the rope so they can just get slammed. But like people wouldn't do that in real life, and just you can just tell kind of it's set up a little bit. I mean, I always question that, but I was thought, I was thinking like anybody could just kick out, but like maybe then I thought like, well maybe if they're like really tired and they just want to give up and they don't kick out, I always try to think of excuses for it. And maybe it's because I was younger that I did kind of believe it was real at first. And then I remember in 5th grade people were telling me it was fake, and I didn't believe it. Like I was always like, oh, it's real. And I mean, things with Stone Cold, I was like thinking, damn, if this guy's really doing this, how does he not get fired? Like, so there's kind of an obvious like point there, like he would be fired, Too much crazy shit for nothing to ever happen. So yeah, I kind of knew it was fake, but then I didn't know just how fake. I thought because James had told me once that when they're down on the ground, they like whisper each other, "Oh, what are we doing next?" And then they like tell each other like stuff. So I was thinking maybe as they go on in the match, and then they like say, "All right, dude, I got the win," or something like that. Or like they let each other know, and then it happens. But it turns out it wasn't even just that simple. It's the fact that they actually like it's like a play kind of like they rehearse it. From what I know, like I saw on WWE app, I saw like a link that showed that they were rehearsing a scenario that was gonna happen later on in Monday Night Raw for somebody with ladders. I forgot who it was, but they were caught like rehearsing it. So like ever since then, and now that Barry was here and he was talking about wrestling, it's rehearsed like that. Like they've done it a couple times. That's I didn't know it was to that extent. You know, like it's basically like a play, but you can actually tell like when you see it, like you can tell that was made to happen. You know, it's pretty obvious that it's fake. And for all the people that think it's real, I mean, unless they're younger, come on, look at this. What? Fake or not, I thought it was really fun. It was different seeing it live because you don't have commentators, you know, keeping the hype up for you that much, and it's not that loud from where I was. It was kind of it wasn't loud at all. It was very quiet actually. So I mean, except for when they got slammed down, then we could hear that. But other than that, couldn't really hear anything. So, but it was very fun. I would definitely go to one again. Hopefully get closer seats next time though. But WrestleMania was awesome, and going to Friday Night SmackDown is awesome. I can't wait to see it on TV and relive it. Thank you guys. It was awesome. Yeah. Just want to talk about WrestleMania real quick. And Uprising, it's coming soon. Peace out.